Hello, this is just a quick demo of a system that I set up using TouchOSC on this iPad, and it's controlling various synth layers on my iPad Air, which is running AUM. So the way it works is quite handy how I've set it up, and I've got these faders set up in TouchOSC. They are all linking into this MidiMixer program by Pockets, which is a really handy program for two reasons. One is that you can control faders and stuff, and it's kind of easy. But the other really helpful thing is this bit over here, which is the snapshots, where you can store different settings for all the faders and recall them, including with a fade time, which I've got set here as 5 seconds. So in here you can I've got it on snapshot 1. If I select snapshot 2, you can see all the faders in MidiMixer are responding to that other snapshot. And the way I've got it set it up is that the MIDI from MidiMixer is also being routed by Bluetooth MIDI to this TouchOSC thing running here. So that's really cool. So I can now be playing something, and I can switch in some different pads and things. I can switch my snapshots there to have different pads or whatever sounding, and I've still got control over the all the kind of levels manually if I want, or I can switch to different snapshots, all like that. And I've got it set up bi-directionally, TouchOSC with MidiMixer, so it all kind of works. So you may ask why I don't just have TouchOSC running on this iPad and just have everything on here. Well, that'd be great, but I'm using this iPad for words and music and stuff, so because it's got a bigger screen, so it's better for that. So I wanted a way to have control separate to the kind of words and everything. The ideal would be to have a physical control surface doing this, but in reality I couldn't find one that was cheap enough that had kind of motorized faders and stuff that would respond in real time. So I figured that using an old iPad I had lying around was a really good solution to that, and you can pick up old iPads pretty cheap. Even the really old iPads will run TouchOSC no problem at all. It's very lightweight. So I highly recommend this kind of setup. You can set it up with different pages if you want to start controlling other things. I've also set this kind of system up with a Akai MPK Mini Mark III, and I'll do a separate little video on how I did that. But I think I'm going to prefer using this system, to be honest, because it's a bit more compact and you get the feedback of where the fader positions are. Top tip, if you need any kind of fiddling of your MIDI messages, I really highly recommend this Mosaic scripting app. I've got some stuff in Mosaic here where if the MIDI messages on MIDI control 7 becomes 0, then I've got something set up in AUM that it will disable the channel there to save CPU. I'll show you kind of how that works. For example, let's look at this strings channel. I can change it here, and if it comes down to 0, you can see that it's now disabled just to save the CPU. Anyway, I think it's really cool, and I'm looking forward to getting to use it out live. Let me know if you got any questions in the comments. Cool.